Guys, so today I'm going to discuss a question that was asked to me the other day in relation to motivation and positive mindset. So basically, it was how can we maintain motivation and positive mindset? And I'm assuming it's in relation to COVID, but this could apply to just everyday life. So I've got a few things wrote down and I'll go into a bit of detail about these. So, how can we maintain our motivation and positive mindset? I would say a really good one to start with is gratitude. So, you might hear this off of a lot of coaches, PTs, etc. at the moment. How would we apply this? A really good way to do it, I would say, is to either in the morning or in the evening, write down 3 to 5 things that you have in your life at the moment that have a positive impact on you. It might sound really cheesy, but I've applied this myself a few times and I find that it actually does make you feel really good. Often in day to day life, we can get caught up in I suppose, the negativity of it all. And a lot of the time, that negativity might only be for a minute, a second, whatever, but for some reason or another, it tends to impact us for quite a long time, really. So another one that we can do is a daily to-do list. So I suppose this is more about just being a bit more organised, but it will help reframe your mindset if you feel like you have some sort of structure in place. So what I do is I tend to write down on a piece of paper the things that I need to do within the day, put in the most important things at the top and the less important at the bottom, and trying to prioritize the important things first. If I have a day where perhaps I'm struggling to get motivated to do these things, I can always do the easier ones to start with, just to get the ball rolling. So I'd say you could do this with a notepad and pen, or as some of my clients do, invest in a whiteboard. Write them down on a whiteboard. It's going to be a little bit more eye-catching, I guess. And then another one that I have is having a clear vision. So for someone like myself, I actually find it very difficult to envision where I might be in the future. I'm very much a here and now sort of person when it comes to goals. However, I find that having a clear vision definitely helps. So one way you can do this is maybe write out on a piece of paper, like I suppose like a spider diagram, with maybe in the center vision, goal, whatever, and then just off that, writing down things that you sort of relate to, I guess. So finding out your why, really, I guess. What is your why? What is your reason for doing things? And then referring back to that anytime that you're feeling a lack of motivation. Having a plan of action. So this is something that I advocate to clients. So once you've found that clear vision, perhaps working back from that to a start point and coming up with some long, medium and short-term goals. So this sort of relates into the next one, which is a baseline and progressive elements to a plan. So with all of my clients, I provide a baseline for them to work from. So, putting it into a training facet, I guess. When a client first comes to me, we take note of their body stats with tape, calipers for body fat percentage, weight on the scales, etc. Fitness tests, I guess, as well. And then that way we have a start point that we can work from. So if you just go into training with no sort of baseline, then it's going to be very hard for you to refer back to that as you're progressing. So the progressive element of that, I would say, is like with my clients again, when I set out a program for them, say it's a bodybuilding program, there will be rep sets and exercise selection, which will be progressive in nature, session by session. So they can see that as they move along this timeline, that they are actually getting better at what they're doing. So another one is surrounding yourself with like-minded peers. I think this is super, super important. They say that the 10 people that you tend to hang around with the most are the ones that influence you the most as well. So aligning yourself with people who have similar visions to yourself, and also surrounding yourself with people that are perhaps a little bit better than you. That way, you're going to strive to come up to that level that they're at, and that will drive you forwards. So the last one I've got on here is investment in self. So be that educating yourself on the topic of interest, financially investing in a mentor or coach. Working on self is a surefire way of achieving your goals. So there you go, guys. There's several points that will help maintain motivation and a positive mindset now and in the future. Have a great day, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.